The Department of Justice is standing firm. They still want Google to sell off its popular Chrome web browser. This demand is part of a long-running battle over claims that Google stifles competition. The DOJ first made this proposal in 2024. Now, even with a new administration in charge, their stance hasn't changed. The DOJ argues that Google has become too dominant. They believe that forcing Google to sell Chrome would level the playing field. This, they say, would benefit both consumers and smaller tech companies. They claim Google uses its size to unfairly disadvantage competitors. This includes using its search engine to promote its own products over others. The fight over Chrome is just one part of a larger antitrust case. The DOJ, along with numerous states, has accused Google of abusing its market power. These actions, they claim, harm innovation and limit consumer choice. Google, of course, denies these allegations. They maintain that they operate fairly and that their success is a result of offering superior products. The DOJ's aggressive stance has sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. Many are watching this case closely. It could have a major impact on the future of the tech industry and how these giant companies are regulated. The outcome of this fight will likely determine the balance of power in the digital world for years to come. While the DOJ holds firm on Chrome, they've softened their stance on other issues. Initially, they wanted Google to sell off all its investments in artificial intelligence. This demand has now been relaxed. Instead of a complete divestiture, Google will only need to notify the DOJ of future AI investments. This change in approach suggests that the DOJ may be prioritizing certain aspects of the case. Perhaps they see the control of web browsing as a more immediate threat to competition than Google's AI endeavors. It's also possible that the rapidly evolving nature of AI technology makes it difficult to impose rigid regulations. The DOJ has also deferred a decision on Google's Android operating system. Their original proposal gave Google the option to divest Android. Now, the court will decide the fate of Android. This decision will hinge on how competitive the market becomes in the future. The DOJ's more flexible approach to AI and Android may be a strategic move. It allows them to focus on their core demands, like the Chrome divestiture. By appearing less demanding in some areas, they might strengthen their position on issues they deem more crucial. However, it remains to be seen whether this tactic will pay off in court. Google isn't taking these accusations lying down. They've come out swinging, calling the DOJ's proposals extreme and harmful. A Google spokesperson stated that forcing them to sell Chrome would hurt consumers, the economy, and even national security. They argued that breaking up their integrated services would diminish the user experience. Google claims that their success is a result of innovation and providing excellent products. They maintain that they operate in a highly competitive market. They point out that consumers have numerous alternatives to their services. Forcing them to dismantle their business, they say, would stifle innovation and ultimately harm the very consumers the DOJ claims to protect. Google argues that the DOJ's demands go far beyond what's necessary to address any legitimate competition concerns. They believe the DOJ is overreaching and setting a dangerous precedent. This case, they say, is not just about Google but about the future of American innovation. Google plans to appeal Judge Mehta's ruling, arguing that it was based on a flawed understanding of the market. They are confident that they will ultimately prevail in court. However, the legal battle is far from over and its outcome remains uncertain. This latest chapter in the DOJ's battle with Google is just one part of a long and complex legal saga. The DOJ, along with 38 state attorneys general, filed antitrust lawsuits against Google in 2020. They accused Google of engaging in anti-competitive practices to maintain its dominance in online search and advertising. Judge Amit P. Mehta, who is presiding over the case, has already ruled that Google acted illegally to maintain its monopoly in online search. Google, however, offered an alternative proposal to address the court's concerns. They argued that this proposal would be less disruptive to the market and better serve consumers. Judge Mehta is scheduled to hear arguments from both sides in April 2025. This hearing will be crucial in determining the next steps in the case. It's likely that both Google and the DOJ will present their cases with renewed vigor, each side determined to sway the judge in their favor. The outcome of this legal battle has far-reaching implications. It could reshape the tech industry, impacting not only Google but also its competitors and consumers worldwide. The stakes are high, and the world is watching as this landmark case unfolds.